Hello students, today we will learn about using Excel as database. A database is a collection of information related to a particular subject, such as maintaining addresses and phone numbers, a list of library books, keeping students' records pertaining to academic and co-curricular achievements, keeping employees' information, etc. It helps the users to organize, retrieve, sort, and edit data as per their requirements. Database consists of fields and records. In simple terms, records refer to rows and fields refer to columns in Excel. Let us take a quick quiz. What is a database? Field. Thus, a field can be defined as a column within a database that contains only one type of data. For example, roll number, name, addresses are different fields. Students note the fact rules to enter field names. Each field name should be placed in a separate cell. Field name should be unique. Record. A row in a database is called a record, which consists of the information about one person or one object. For example, in the given figure, roll number, English, Hindi, Maths, total, percent of one student forms a record. Field name. It is a column label for the field in a database. All the field names appear in one row. For example, roll number, name, English, Hindi, Maths, total, percentage are the fields name in the given database. Students, let us now have a discussion on the importance of using form. Let us first learn how to use a form to enter data in MS Excel. A form is a dialog box that provides an easy way to enter or display a complete row of information or record. It has text boxes to enter data in fields and command buttons to manipulate the data. Before adding a record in the form, the worksheet must have field names at the top of each column. Microsoft Excel uses these field names to enter records in a form. Form has the following features. It displays one record at a time. It can be used to add new records and change the existing records. Any record can be deleted. It also helps to view the record, which matches with the specified criteria. In Microsoft Excel 2010, Forms option is hidden. To find Forms, click on the File tab, then go to Options. The Excel Options dialog box opens. Select the Quick Access Toolbar tab in the left pane. Click on the drop-down arrow of Choose Commands from. Select Command Not in the Ribbon option from the drop-down list. Select Form option from the displayed list using scroll bar and click on the Add button. Click OK and you will find the Form button on the Quick Access toolbar. Okay, now we shall learn how to add new records in a form. Using the data form, we can add a new record. Follow these steps to enter new records. Click on the cell A2. Select the Form button on the Quick Access toolbar. The Sheet 1 dialog box appears. It contains the record of the first student in your database. To add a new record, click on the New button. Type information in the respective fields for the new record. Click on the Close button to close the data form. The new record will be visible at the end of the database. You can move to the previous or next record by clicking on the Find Previous and Find Next buttons respectively. Let us discuss importance of using form. Okay students, let us discuss about searching a record. It is used to search the records with specific values. Click on the Form button. Select the Criteria button in the Sheet 1 dialog box. Criteria will be displayed in the upper right corner of Sheet 1 dialog box. Type the data that you want to search in the appropriate field. Type 104 in roll number, text box and press the Enter key. If the record exists and matches with the given value for that field, it will be displayed. Otherwise, the first record will be displayed. Let us now talk about sorting data. Sorting means arranging data either in an ascending or descending order in a worksheet. Data can be sorted in rows on the basis of text, numbers, combination of text and members or dates. Once the data is organized, it becomes easy to work with. Follow these steps to sort the given data. Open any worksheet and select the data that you want to sort. Click on any cell, say B2. Now select the Sort button in the Sort and Filter group on the Data tab. The entire database will be selected and the Sort dialog box appears. Select the field column on the basis of which you want to sort from the Sort by drop-down list. For example, select the name field. Select the values option from the Sort on drop-down list. Select the sorting order from the Order drop-down list. By default, A to Z option is selected. Select Z to A option from the drop-down list. You can check the My Data Has Headers checkbox to exclude the first row containing the column headings of your data from sorting. Otherwise, clear the checkbox to include the first row headings in sorting. Click OK. The database will be arranged in descending order on the basis of name column. You can also sort by more than one column. For example, after sorting by name, you want to arrange the list by roll number. To sort by more than one column, follow the given steps. Click on the Add Level button in the Sort dialog box. A new level gets added below the first level. Mention the column name as roll number in the Then By drop-down list and order of the sorting as largest to smallest in the Order drop-down list in the new level. Click OK. Let us now discuss about filtering data. Microsoft Excel provides several ways to analyze data in a list. The filter feature allows you to see only those records that you want to display while it hides the rest of the data temporarily from the view. You can filter a list to display records that meet specific criteria by using Auto-Filter command. Select any cell within the database range, say D1. Click on the Filter button in the Sort and Filter group on the Data tab. Small arrows will be added to each field name. These arrows are used to specify condition to filter data. Click on the arrow next to the Hindi field name in cell D1. Select the checkboxes of the values 88 and 98 from the drop-down list. Click OK. The list will get filtered and display only those records that meet the criteria of marks 88 and 98. Okay students, let us share an important tip. To deactivate the filter, click on the Clear button present in the Sort and Filter group on the Data tab or click on the filter symbol on the field name and select Clear Filter from Hindi option. Now let us find out how to use Advanced Filter in Excel. Advanced Filter option is used to filter the data in multiple fields using specified criteria, or to copy the filtered records to a different location, or to find unique records. Insert at least 3 blank rows above the range which is to be used as a criteria range by clicking on the Home tab and selecting the Insert, then Insert Sheet Rows option. The criteria range must have column labels. There should not be any blank row between the criteria values and the range. Select the range A4 is to D4 as shown in the figure. Press Ctrl+C to copy the range. Select the cell A1 and press Ctrl+V. Type the criteria which you want to match in the row below the column labels. Type equals to 10,000 under the field name Salary. Click on a cell within the data range. Select Data tab and click on the Advanced button in the Sort and Filter group. Specify the list range $A, $4 is to $D, $13. Select Copy to another location option in the Action section of Advanced Filter dialog box. Define the criteria range by displaying column label and criteria, that is $A, $1 is to $D, $2. Define the range and copy to $F, $6 is to $1, $6. Click OK. The data will be filtered according to the specified condition and will be copied in the place which you have defined in the Copy to text box in the Advanced Filter dialog box. In Microsoft Excel, you can also filter and sort the data by cell color. Let us know more. Remove Duplicates button under Data tab is used to remove duplicate values from one or more columns that contain duplicates. Students, let me share an interesting fact with you. An easy way to include a custom style from another workbook is to copy the cells formatted with that style and paste them into a new workbook. Now, let me tell you something more. Conditional formatting is the feature in Excel that sets a cell's format according to conditions that you specify. Using this option, you can change the font color, styling, etc. of the data in the selected cells. Select Home, then Conditional Formatting in Style group and specify the condition as needed. Now let's learn about using data validation. Data validation is used to restrict the cell entries within a specified range. Select the range E5:E13. Choose Data tab, then go to Data Validation in the Data Tools group. The Data Validation dialog box appears. The Settings tab is selected by default. In Allow drop-down list, select Whole Number option. In Data drop-down list, between option is selected by default. In Minimum, text box type 0 and in Maximum text box type 100. Click on the Input Message tab. In Title text box type Validation. In Input Message box type greater than equal to 0 and greater than smaller to 100. Click the Error Alert tab and type Input is wrong in Error Message box. Click on OK to close the dialog box. If you try to enter data beyond the specified limit in the selected range, an error message will be displayed. Click on Retry to enter another value in the cell. Now we shall learn how to add subtotal in database. The subtotal feature in a database helps us to manage, analyze, and extract specific information from rows of related data. To apply subtotals, the database must be sorted. Let us learn the use of this feature through the given table. Follow these steps. Open a new worksheet and enter the data as shown in the figure. Select any cell within the range and choose Data tab, then go to Subtotal option in the Outline group. The Subtotal dialog box appears. Choose month from it each change in drop-down list. To calculate the sum of sales, select Sum function from Use function drop-down list. In Add Subtotal to List box, select the Sales checkbox. Deselect the Replace Current Subtotals option by clicking on its checkbox. This option overrides the existing subtotal if already calculated. The Summary Below Data checkbox is marked by default. This option will place the total below the data of each month. Click on OK. The subtotals will be displayed as shown in the figure. Students know that to remove all the subtotals in your worksheet, click in the cell within the range and select Data tab, then Subtotal option. In the dialog box, select the Remove All button. Now let us learn how to analyze data with Pivot Table. Pivot Table is a powerful tool for consolidating, summarizing, and presenting data. Follow these steps to create pivot tables. Enter the given data in a new worksheet and select the entire data range. Choose the Insert tab, then go to Pivot Table option in the Tables group. The Create Pivot Table dialog box appears. In the Table or Range text box, the range is displayed that you have selected for the pivot table. The New Worksheet option is selected by default. Click OK. The Create Pivot Table dialog box closes. The pivot table layout is displayed on the new worksheet. The Pivot Table Field List task pane appears on the right side of the screen. Click and drag the name field from the Choose Fields to Add to Report pane and drop it into the Row Labels quadrant as shown in the figure. Drag the designation field into the Column Labels quadrant. Drag the Salary field into the Values quadrant. Your worksheet should look similar to the figure. You can rearrange the data in any way you like. You can also change the place of buttons here. If you do not like their placement, click the Undo button. Let us quickly glance through the key points discussed in this chapter. A database is a collection of information related to a particular subject. A column within a database that contains only one type of data is called field. A row in a database is called a record, which consists of the information about one person or one object. Field name is a column label in a database. A form is a dialog box that provides an easy way to enter or display a complete row of information or record. Sorting means arranging data either in an ascending or descending order in a worksheet. The filter feature allows you to see only those records that meet specific criteria, while it hides the rest of the data temporarily from the view. Pivot Table is a powerful tool for consolidating, summarizing, and presenting data.